What are the best 10 men's fragrances on the planet? What's up YouTube? Welcome to this new video. Since everybody is talking about ChatGPT, in this video I will ask this super smart algorithm what are the best 10 fragrances in the world. Okay, so it says that of course it doesn't have preferences because it's a robot, blah blah, we know this, but it gave me a list of 10 fragrances that are the most popular fragrances and rated by expert opinions. Whoever experts is in this case. So I got the 10 fragrances and we will discuss them one by one. Okay, so the number 10 fragrance is Le Labo Santal 33. This is a fragrance that is not very cheap, but I know that it is very popular. A lot of people like this scent. I personally don't own this, but I tried this in the fragrance store and I have never gone crazy about it, I must admit. The notes that you're gonna smell are sandalwood, cedar, cardamom, iris, leather and ambroxan. For me it has also like a little metallic vibe to it. But as I told you, I think I tried this on 3 or 4 times just to be sure if I should buy it, and my result was no. Maybe I have to give it another try, but I know that a lot of people like this scent. It's also a unisex scent and I like the fragrances more that are like in the masculine direction. But if you like unisex scents, you should try this one out. I know that it's very popular and as you can see, it is the number 10th spot here. I would not give it this spot. I would not, because yeah, we have to be very picky here because this is the 10 best fragrances in the world for men, and that's why I would not give it this spot. Number 9 is Terre de Hermès by Hermès. This is a earthy, sexy fragrance by Hermès. This is a citrusy, woody, amber, earthy fragrance that in general smells very nice and is pleasing to a lot of people. The reason I cannot wear this is that an old friend of mine back in the days wore this a lot. So when I smell this right now, I cannot wear this. Maybe you know what I mean. So that's why I would never give it this spot. But also the scent itself for me is nice, but because of occasions where I smelled this in the past, it's more the older guys type of fragrance, just because of the past where I smelled this. But also here I know that it is a very popular fragrance. Does it deserve this spot? In my opinion not, because there are way better fragrances, but still I know that it is a very popular, nice fragrance. The next spot is Versace Eros. Now this is a fragrance that smells great. I think 2 hours ago I was in a Versace store just to try on some clothes. Of course I didn't buy anything because it's so expensive, but I just wanted to try something. And right next to the jacket I tried on, there was the fragrance of Versace Eros. And it's interesting that the store, everything, the clothes are so expensive, but the fragrance is not. The fragrance is extremely sexy and seductive. Women love this stuff. Also, it is very loud, so if you want to go to party, this fragrance, I think it fits great. It's so loud, it has the power to go forward in your face, everybody will smell you. It is not a fragrance I would wear, for example, to work or on a date. You can wear this, but you have to be aware that it's nothing new. People have smelled this before, but it's not as extreme as 1 million, for example. I would not give it this spot here, but I would give it a spot on the best 10 cheap fragrances in the world. I really like this scent. Okay, funny that we talked about 1 million, because 1 million is the 7th spot. I think we have to admit that the scent itself of 1 million smells phenomenal. I have yet to meet anybody that dislikes the scent itself. What we all know is that it is not a modern approach on a fragrance nowadays, because a lot of people have worn this. Projection, great. Longevity, great. Scent, great, especially for partying, but I would not buy it nowadays. Maybe other versions like 1 million Elixir, just to switch things up a little bit. Does it deserve this spot? In my opinion, no. But on the 10 best cheap fragrances, I think I would give the scent itself, a spot on this list. And also on a list like 10 legendary fragrances. Clearly it deserves a spot on this list, but not on this one here. Number 6 spot, La Nuit de l'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. I think this is the first fragrance I would say that I would give the scent a place on this list, but not the fragrance. Because the overall packaging with the longevity and the projection doesn't deserve a spot on this list. But I go crazy about the scent, and women do also. The scent smells like, I always say, it smells like sex in a bottle. It is so sexy and seductive, it's unbelievable what they did with this fragrance. So it is a perfect date fragrance, perfect. If you know that you will come closer to each other, you can still buy it right now, but it's just not that strong, and I hate it when fragrances are not strong and projecting. I don't want to spend a lot of money for this kind of fragrance. So I definitely would give it a place in the Hall of Fame fragrances and also in the 10 best smelling scents, but overall not on this list. Number 5 spot, Acqua di Gio by Giorgio Armani. Wow, people will maybe hate me after I say this, but I would never give it this place because I know that it is a fresh, sexy fragrance that a lot of people like. But because of the past, when I smelled this as a kid, I would say, the category of this fragrance is more like older people, dads, uncles, people that are a little older than me. So this is why I cannot smell this fragrance and say, wow, this is crazy. I cannot wear this fragrance just because I've smelled it on too many older people. Even though I know that it is a popular fragrance that a lot of people really love. But for me, personally, I would not give it a spot on this list. I know some people will hate me because of this. The next spot is a fragrance where I would agree 100%. Maybe not on the 4th spot, but generally for the list. It is Bleu de Chanel, and it doesn't say eau de parfum, eau de toilette, it just says Bleu de Chanel. Bleu de Chanel is a sexy, elegant, fresh fragrance that makes you feel successful, that makes your confidence boost, that women love, that has a great projection, that has great longevity, and has a great bottle. What do you want more? It is an overall great composition of a fragrance. I love this scent. If you have never tried this, which I don't believe, if this is the case, please try this on. You will feel great. You could say it's nothing special because it's also on the market for a long time, but it doesn't have the status of 1 million, for example. I think it is very hard to dislike this scent, trust me. And it's also very versatile. It is a pretty perfect scent when I think about it. It has everything that a great fragrance should have. What do you think? Number 3, very controversial, Dior Sauvage. Dior Sauvage, great fragrance. I love it. It smells so nice. Does it deserve a spot on this list? I don't know. I would say it deserves a spot on the Hall of Fame list and on the 10 best scents or fresh scents in the world list. But if I would have to choose 10 best fragrances right now in the world for me, I would not pick this one. Maybe Dior Sauvage Elixir, but this one, slowly but surely it's getting to the 1 million type of status. But I have to admit, I really love this scent. I love it. It is also here, it is hard to dislike this one. Longevity, great. Projection, great. Everything is great. But yeah, a lot of people, if not almost like most of the people, know this fragrance. Please tell me your opinion. I'm excited to see what you think about Dior Sauvage. Is it okay? I mean, of course it's okay, but is it like suitable to buy it nowadays? Or would you buy something else? Number 2 spot is Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. You just need the name of the fragrance to know what it smells like. It really smells like tobacco and vanilla. It smells a little darker and sexy, a great fragrance for nighttime, which I really like. Very sexy fragrance. If I imagine like I wear a leather jacket, I want to go to a bar in the evening and I spray this on, I think the combination would be very wild. I'm honest with you, I would not put it on this list, even though I really like this fragrance. I think I have to do some tests on the street where I ask women what they think about this fragrance to be more sure about where I would put this fragrance. But the last one, the number 1 spot, is a fragrance where I would totally agree. It is Creed Aventus. I love Creed Aventus. Wait. I think we have to say I love the scent of Creed Aventus because we all know, or at least most of us know, that there are better alternatives like Club de Nuit Intense. I would never buy Creed Aventus, it's way too expensive. But the fragrance itself, the scent, is just phenomenal. It's just fruity, a little sporty, elegant, sexy. Wow, in my opinion, it's so versatile. I love this fragrance for summer, so I cannot wait to wear this on summer. Also yesterday at work, a colleague of mine said, "Man, are you wearing Creed again? It smells so nice." And I told him, "Hey bro, it's not Creed, it's Club de Nuit." It's so funny, you cannot smell the difference in the air. At least if you're not an expert. Even if you're an expert, I think it's very hard to separate these two. So I would definitely give Creed Aventus a spot on this list. I think it deserves it. Even though nowadays I would not buy it anymore because yeah, the longevity is not so good and it is a weak projecting fragrance, and for this price it's, in my opinion, even disrespectful, but we cannot deny that the fragrance is very, very sexy. So guys, what do you think about these 10 fragrances? Would you choose any of these for the list of the 10 best fragrances in the world? I'm very excited to see it. Thanks for watching this video and we will see us next time. Bye friends.